employees bowing to her husband, she was shocked to realize that her flash marriage husband was not a poor man with a monthly salary of $3,000, but a billionaire CEO. This left her at a loss for words. However, the CEO's next actions surprised her even more. 3 days earlier, the girl's mother was diagnosed with a terminal illness and didn't have much time left. Her only concern was her single daughter, who would have no one to rely on after she passed away. She hoped to see her daughter's wedding before she died. To fulfill her mother's wish and get married quickly, the girl asked her best friend to set her up on a blind date. Unbeknownst to her, the friend, who had been jealous of her since childhood, introduced her to a lazy, gambling-addicted former classmate. The unsuspecting girl went to the date the next day but mistakenly sat at the wrong table, taking the CEO for her blind date. When she saw the CEO, she was stunned by his looks and quickly introduced herself. The CEO, also taken aback, felt a strange sense of familiarity with the girl. 20 years ago, the CEO was almost kidnapped, but the girl had cleverly scared off the kidnappers by pretending the police were coming. To thank her, the young CEO gave her a family heirloom jade pendant and promised to marry her when they grew up. Over the years, the CEO had been searching for this girl. On this day, while waiting for a client at a coffee shop, he unexpectedly met the girl he had been longing for. However, neither recognized the other due to the passage of time, though they both felt a sense of familiarity. When the girl saw the CEO not speaking, she thought he was dissatisfied with her and was about to leave. The CEO quickly called her back and introduced himself. To avoid scaring her off with his true identity, he claimed to be the CEO's assistant and said he lived in a regular house in the suburbs. He mentioned that his mother had been urging him to get married and suggested they get a marriage certificate the day if she was willing. Thus, the girl married a man she had known for only 2.5 hours. It was only then that she learned the CEO's name and realized it was the same as the local billionaires. However, she didn't suspect his true identity, and they began discussing their wedding plans. After exchanging WeChat contacts, they hurriedly left. After the girl left, the CEO instructed his assistant to buy a suburban house and a cheap car. He also asked the assistant to find out about the girl's mother's illness. Meanwhile, the girl told her best friend about her flash marriage. The friend, seeing the name on the marriage certificate, realized it wasn't the classmate she had introduced and, though annoyed, pretended to be happy for the girl. Soon, the assistant delivered the house and car keys to the CEO and informed him about the girl's mother's illness. The assistant had also contacted international medical experts for her treatment. The CEO was pleased with the arrangements. Just then, the girl called to tell him her work schedule, and the CEO eagerly offered